Good afternoon, and thank you so very much for coming out. I'm Donna Morrissey from the American Red Cross, and really today is a very special day. Earlier this week, we declared an emergency appeal for blood across this country. And so to see people in Boston coming out, rolling up their sleeves, coming out to support the patients among us is truly inspirational, and it really is the meaning of Boston Strong. There are so many special guests here. I look around the room, I see people like Dick Donahue, who needed blood to stay alive and today gave blood. I see some of our wonderful state troopers who also gave blood and not only helped to save Dick's life, but responded to the East Boston shooting that we had recently where 2 Boston officers were injured in the line of duty. I can't thank you enough to our Dunkin' Donuts partners and to many of our board members and fellow Red Crossers who are here. It is with great honor that I am able to introduce the Honorable Mayor Walsh, who's here representing the city and has been a staunch supporter. So Mayor, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Donna, and I want to thank Ralph Boyd and everyone at American Red Cross for your great support. I also want to thank Dunkin' Donuts, the sponsor today, and all the other sponsors for your great support. I want to introduce a couple of people that are here. Representative, newly sworn in Representative Driscoll from Milton is here with us. I want to thank him for being here with us today. We have the Commissioner of the Boston Police Department, Commissioner Billy Evans, with us today as well. I too want to recognize Dick, who's here, and Chris Dumont from the State Troopers, and also the 2 troopers that assisted the Boston Police over in East Boston. I didn't realize this, but it was probably like your second month on the job? Is that what it was? So a little more than the second month. Trooper Smith and Trooper Williams with us, so I want to thank you as well for your assistance there, but also your willingness to take up a very honorable profession in policing, so thank you for that. We have a guest speaker in a few minutes, and she showed me up a little bit. My friend here to my left, Jacqueline, when she came out, she had notes on her cards, and I showed her my cards. The problem is that her cards are color coordinated and better than mine, and mine are white, so she's ready to go. But I just really want to thank Red Cross. You know, we don't often think of Red Cross unless there's an emergency, and I know the blood drive today is helping. Will help thousands of people, and certainly we need more blood out there. And Red Cross does so much. So I'm asking people to support Red Cross, not just in their blood drive, but also financially. I had a chance a couple years ago to speak at the Red Cross breakfast, and I had some notes prepared. And when I walked into the breakfast, I was sitting there realizing that as mayor of the city of Boston, the impact that Red Cross has on our city is great. It's tremendous. Anytime that there's a fire in our city, where families get displaced, Red Cross is there. Anytime there's a tragedy or something, a very horrible incident, like our 2 officers, Richie Santolo and Matt Morris, Red Cross is there. When we had the marathon bombing, and I know there's survivors here today, the Red Cross is there. When we simply have a patient that needs a blood transfusion, and has an illness, Red Cross is there. So I just ask everyone, as you move into the new year in 2017, don't forget this organization. The work that they do is tremendous, and the support that they need is even greater. So I ask you all to support the Red Cross. It's an honor for me to be here today at my old home in the State House, where I served 16 years as a representative here, and I loved every minute of it. So I love being back. But again, I want to thank everyone at Red Cross for the great work you do every single day, 365 of the year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayor. I am so honored to stand alongside the mayor, but I also think it's important to point out that yesterday at police headquarters in Boston, they had a blood drive, and they have blood drives day in and day out throughout the Boston community to help support the patients among us. 10 years ago, we were contacted by Dunkin' Donuts, who wanted to help out and make sure there was blood available to patients in need. I am honored to introduce a gentleman here who earlier today gave a double red cell donation. He leads by example, and he really has come here with his colleagues to support the effort. So it's with great pleasure that I introduce Todd Wallace.
Thanks very much, Donna, and I would like to acknowledge a couple of our local franchisees who are here, Benny Oman and Billy Donovan, along with many, many other franchisees who not only serve your coffee every day, but really want to make sure that the community in which they do business is a safe and a happy community. And when they look at partners to get involved with the community partnerships, the Red Cross, of course, is at the top of the list. As part of National Blood Donor Month and working with the American Red Cross, by giving $5 Dunkin cards as part of the DD Donors campaign, it's a way for them to be able to give back to the community in which they do business. They want to be part of that community, and what better way to do it than to be partnering with the Red Cross. We are so proud to be here, and nice to see Jacqueline here. It was fun talking with her earlier today. It's really great to be able to come to something like this and put a face on this DD donor program, understanding that it's much more than just a pint for a Dunkin' Donuts card. It is the gift of life. And if we look at a 10-year commitment that we've worked with the Red Cross, it's a lot of fancy numbers, but just recently through the DD Donor campaign, we've given 170,000 $5 Dunkin' Donuts cards over the past 2 years. And hopefully, yes, we're looking to do many more than that. So if you keep coming to give, we'll keep making the Dunkin' Donuts cards every day. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Todd. I'm also honored to introduce Kamena Lee, who is our Vice President, who came in from Washington, D.C. to say a few words. Kamena?
Thank you, Donna. And I did come from Washington, D.C., but coming to Boston is always like coming home. I spent my formative college years here. I love Boston, so I'm very honored to be here. Thank you all for being here today, and a special thank you to our blood donors who are here today, who've taken time on this cold day to be helping save lives. The Red Cross is so proud to be partnering with Dunkin' Donuts on the Dunkin' Donors Make a Difference campaign this month of January. As was mentioned earlier, January is National Blood Donor Month. That is when we all collectively honor blood donors for the generosity of their giving. And it really makes a difference in January because it is such a tough time to meet the needs of patients. Blood donations drop due to severe weather. I know you guys see it here in Boston. Due to colds, flus, holiday travel, there's simply not enough blood for all the patient needs in this community and across the country. So as Donna mentioned, actually earlier this week, we went on emergency appeal to the media asking for more blood donors to come out and help support the needs. So in such a time, it is so meaningful for us, and it is so gratifying to have the support of organizations like Dunkin' Donuts and really help support the donors, support us to meet those patient needs. So thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to the recipients who are here so that they really put the face and the meaning of the action of giving. Thank you for those of you who have been impacted through family members or personally through the receipt of blood, and you know what a difference that makes. So on the behalf of Red Cross, thank you.
Thank you, Kamena. We have a very special guest here today. She is 11 years old, 2 thumbs up, and she is one of our most special ambassadors who reminds us about the crucial need for blood. It is with great honor that we introduce Jacqueline Rogers. Come up, sweetie.
Thank you to the Red Cross, Dunkin' Donuts, and all of you here today who are helping to highlight the importance of blood donation. I was born with a congenital heart disorder. When I was 8 years old, my open heart surgery was postponed because of the shortage of type O negative blood. My family and I knew we needed to let people know how important it is to donate blood so other people don't have to wait to have their surgery. Thank you to the Red Cross and the hundreds of people who gave blood after hearing my story. Today, I am a healthy 11-year-old who swims, golfs, and dances and does gymnastics. Thanks in part to the wonderful people who rolled up a sleeve and gave the gift of life.
Thank you, Jacqueline, so very much. And we just learned the great news that Jacqueline has been cast as Dorothy in her Wizard of Oz play this year. So we're very proud of you, Jacqueline. So that concludes our speaking program. We invite you all to please join us and have some wonderful Dunkin' Donuts treats. And special thanks to the Patriots. Go Pats. So thank you very much.